Tom Brady, the greatest football player of all time, just announced his retirement from the NFL. His accolades speak for themselves. 3 MVPs and 7 Super Bowl rings give him the most decorated Hall of Fame resume in history. However, he hasn't gotten here without pissing off a lot of people along the way. In the heat of the moment, Brady lets his competitive nature take over. We're going to look at when he disrespected his opponents, his coaches, his wife, and many others throughout his career. It's gonna get nasty. Here are Tom Brady's most disrespectful moments. One thing we know about Tom Brady is that he had the most fiery, competitive nature in the game. It's what separated him from his peers. In the 2021 Super Bowl, he may have gone a little too far. During the game, Brady was seen on multiple occasions screaming in the face of Chiefs safety Tyrann Mathieu. Trash talking is common in the NFL, but the intensity of these exchanges was obvious, even without hearing what was being said on television. One thing that seemed clear was that Brady was the instigator. Mathieu was shocked by the vulgarity and disrespect that Brady spewed towards him. He told reporters after the game that he didn't know Brady had that side to him and was appalled by the language that the quarterback used, though he refused to publicize what Brady said to him. Damn, Tyrann seemed pretty ticked off. He isn't the only player that Brady disrespected though. The list is pretty long. One moment that went viral was his feud with Seahawks DB Richard Sherman. Sherman isn't all that innocent himself. He has been labeled as a trash talker and a villain by NFL media. At the end of the game in 2012, Sherman got memed for taunting Brady after the Seahawks beat the Patriots. However, like many others, Sherman claimed that Brady started the feud and that his gentlemanly persona is not indicative of the type of person Brady truly is at all. He claimed that Brady disrespected him earlier in the game with a lot of unnecessary smack talk before the altercation they had when the game was finished. Brady ended up getting sweet revenge on Sherman when the Patriots beat the Seahawks in the 2015 Super Bowl. Is it possible that Sherman was right? Maybe Brady isn't all he's made out to be in the media. If you ask Eagle fans, they would say that he is a sore loser. Going into the 2018 Super Bowl against the Eagles, Brady already had 5 championships under his belt. So maybe you could expect him to share the love with a young QB who earned the first of his career. But that just wasn't the case. Nick Foles managed to lead the Eagles to a Super Bowl championship over the Patriots, and after the game, Brady stooped to a new low. He refused to shake Foles' hand. It's one thing to be competitive, but that was just rude. Foles deserved better. He won fair and square. Apparently, Foles isn't the only one who had to put up with this type of disrespect from Brady. Ryan Fitzpatrick felt particularly disrespected by the superstar. Fitzpatrick may not be the best quarterback ever, but he's a pretty smart guy. He got an economics degree from Harvard before playing a long career as an NFL quarterback. As the leader of the Buffalo Bills, he grew accustomed to losing to the Pats over and over again when Brady was at the helm in New England. He was always sportsmanlike and shook hands after the game. So when the Bills defeated the Patriots in early 2011, Fitzy expected that same respect from Brady. He didn't receive it though. Brady refused to shake Fitzpatrick's hand after the Patriots lost and never even acknowledged his efforts. Harsh! Fitzpatrick has publicly stated that he took the snub as a sign of disrespect and it made him dislike Tom Brady for the rest of his career. That is pretty low. I guess Brady just isn't used to losing. Up next, we'll take a look at what he did to a player that believed he could beat the GOAT. Anthony Smith was never the star of the show for the Steelers, but he managed to earn a starting job at safety for the team in 2007. When Pittsburgh was set to play New England in Week 8, Smith tried to spark his team by guaranteeing a victory against the Patriots. It was a bold move considering the Pats were undefeated at the time and had a historically good offense. It also ignited Tom Brady, who made sure to expose Anthony Smith as the mediocre player that he was. He targeted Smith all game long, scoring multiple touchdowns in his direction and talked smack to him every step of the way. After the game, Brady wasn't done. Beating Smith wasn't enough. He wanted to disrespect him and drag his name through the dirt. I don't care to repeat what I said, especially if my mother reads it, Brady said after the game to the media. She wouldn't be very happy. That wasn't all though. Even Pats coach Bill Belichick took the opportunity to pile the disrespect on to Anthony Smith. "We've played against a lot better safeties than him, I'll tell you," Belichick said. "They could have taken the high road, but what's the fun in that when you can embarrass someone? Right, Tom?" Brady managed to destroy plenty of others on the field as well. In 2010, one player made the mistake of taunting Brady a little too early and was forced to eat his words by the GOAT. Alphonso Smith, no relation to Anthony Smith, got pretty excited when the Detroit Lions were beating the Pats during the third quarter in 2010. He reacted to stopping Tom on third down by getting in his face and trash-talking the GOAT. Whoops. Alphonso learned a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the best. Brady responded by humiliating Alphonso Smith by targeting him over and over again with touchdown after touchdown. Brady threw touchdown passes on 4 straight possessions in the fourth quarter to win the game. And Alphonso Smith instantly became known as the idiot that woke the bear. Those poor guys learned their lessons the hard way. We would not recommend messing with Tom Brady. The guy didn't only disrespect players though, he'll go after anyone. Just ask Titans coach Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel used to be one of Tom Brady's teammates in New England. The two players remained friends, but that didn't stop Brady from disrespecting him. In an interview, Brady called Vrabel an asshole and said that he has gotten fat since he retired as a player. Vrabel responded by coaching the Titans to a rare victory against Brady's Pats in 2019. But as usual, Brady and the Patriots got the last laugh. The Patriots ended up beating the Rams to win the Super Bowl that same season, and afterwards, in an act of pettiness, he sent Mike Vrabel a small trophy with a score of the game from their matchup. The trophy was meant to remind Vrabel that this was the greatest accomplishment that him and his team were capable of. Ooh, ouch. That's a low blow. I know they are still friends, but still, that is just mean. But Brady has proven to have no boundaries. He'll even disrespect his own coaches publicly without a second thought, as evidenced up next at number 8. In 2017, Brady missed a wide-open receiver for a touchdown pass against the Buffalo Bills. Their offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels, approached Brady to discuss the play with him. You know, just doing his job as the OC, right? But Brady was in a bad mood, and as we know, he's not the most respectful dude when he's angry. He started screaming in the face of McDaniels as loud as he could. Brady wanted his coach to know that he was above him in the food chain and that he should proceed with caution before correcting the perennial Pro Bowler. Yikes. This wasn't a one-off either. He previously screamed at offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien as well. Some players would get punished for being so disrespectful to their coaching staff. But as the GOAT, clearly Tom gets a little more leeway. I guess coaching Brady might not be as great as it seems, unless you want to keep your mouth shut. But being a referee officiating one of Brady's games would be even worse. Up next, we will look at a couple of moments when Tom Brady showed no respect to those officiating his games. During a close game in 2013, Brady attempted a game-winning touchdown pass to his favorite tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Gronk was grabbed in the end zone and the ref ruled the play incomplete. It was a controversial call because clearly a case could have been made that a pass interference penalty occurred on the play, but that's how it goes sometimes, right? Refs are only human. Wrong. Brady followed the ref that missed the call off the field and screamed at him all the way into the hallway. He was out for blood. He wanted to make the guy feel awful about his call. Just another disrespectful moment towards someone who was trying his best to do his job. Brady never got punished during that last moment, but it wasn't the only time he was disrespectful to a ref either. Somehow, in spite of all of his antics, Brady continuously got let off the hook by the officials throughout his entire career. I guess that is the benefit of being such a megastar in the NFL. But in a playoff game against the Rams in 2022, he received his first ever unsportsmanlike conduct penalty from referee Sean Huckley. Considering Brady's reputation and the fact that he had gone 364 consecutive games without an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Huckley was forced to justify his call to the media after the game. He claimed that Brady got right up in his face and used very abusive language, which isn't surprising to us considering his long history of being disrespectful. Brady wouldn't get away with this behavior if he wasn't such a proven winner, but he is, so he doesn't need to respect the teams that lose. When mentioning Brady's most disrespectful moments, we can't forget what he did to taunt one of the most storied franchises in the NFL. In 2019, Brady was in the final minutes of a very close game against the Dallas Cowboys. He came to the line and repeatedly started calling a unique, never-before-heard audible call. Bull 96, Bull 96 is what he chanted. Not once, but multiple times, over and over again as he came to the line. Why was this disrespectful, you ask? Well, Bull 96 was referencing the last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, which was in the year 1996. At the time of the incident, Brady had 5 rings to himself, while the entire Cowboys organization, led by billionaire owner Jerry Jones, were in the midst of a 23-year slump. Not only did the Patriots manage to win the game, but Brady won his 6th Super Bowl that season and won another in the year 2021. And how many have the Cowboys won since the incident? You guessed it, 0. Brady is pretty ruthless, and since he has won more than any other player, he has always had the last laugh. He's grown so used to winning that he has even offended the family that built the Vince Lombardi trophy handed to the Super Bowl winners. Brady has won the Super Bowl so many times that maybe he's grown a little too comfortable handling the coveted Vince Lombardi trophy. After winning the championship in 2021, Brady celebrated the title by partying like a rock star in his brand new yacht in Miami. A few teammates pulled up beside him in another boat, and Brady, wild drunk, launched the trophy like a football to his teammate Cameron Brate over the water. The trophy was caught and no damage was done, but Lorraine Groh was very offended by Brady's actions. Her father was the craftsman who built the trophy, and she claimed that, "It just upset me that this trophy was disgraced and disrespected by being thrown as if it was a real football." She went on to demand an apology from Brady for offending her. Some people think that Groh was just being a party pooper and should relax a little. Tom Brady was clearly one of those people because he never responded or apologized to Lorraine Groh. He had better things to do with his time. How disrespectful can this guy be? He really doesn't give a damn about anyone but himself. In 2022, he took his actions to a new level when he offended the US military veterans. Brady may have been a little misguided or possibly ignorant when he compared playing NFL football to military deployment. And a lot of people were rightfully pissed. One veteran claimed, "He plays a game to entertain people. We risk our lives to defend this country." But she wasn't the only offended person. Brady was bombarded by military veterans and those related to veterans' complaints. Talk about disrespect. Sheesh, this guy has no limits. Respect to the troops might just not be something that Brady comprehends. He's been playing football his whole life. But does he know how to show respect to the organization that helped him become the greatest player ever? Some would argue that Brady doesn't even respect the Patriots. Tom Brady temporarily announced his retirement in 2022 on Instagram with a very long post expressing his gratitude and experiences in the league. But weirdly enough, in his almost 1,000-word write-up, he never made any mention of the New England Patriots, who he spent 20 seasons with. Nothing about his Patriots teammates, nothing about Bill Belichick, nothing about Robert Kraft, not even anything about the loyal Patriots fans. It was very peculiar, and Pats Nation thought the snub was extremely disrespectful. They were in an uproar wondering how Brady could be so cold towards the millions of people that supported him through his entire career. I guess they learned the hard way what we already know. Tom Brady really doesn't give a damn. They say all great things come in pairs. Well, all disrespectful things must come in pairs too. After the Patriots lost the Super Bowl in 2012, reporters managed to catch his Victoria's Secret supermodel wife, Gisele Bundchen, to express her opinions on the game. She bluntly stated, "My husband cannot throw the ball and catch the ball at the same time." Oh my, she went there. The statement really hurt the feeling of wide receiver Wes Welker, who dropped a pass in the fourth quarter, especially because he was a close friend of Brady's. But disrespect breeds disrespect. Seems like Brady and Bundchen are the perfect couple, right? Actually, in 2022, reports came out that Brady was disrespectful to his wife, which led to their divorce. Apparently, a major reason Brady announced his retirement in 2022 was because his wife Gisele Bundchen wanted him to spend more time with his family. So, she felt disrespected when Brady renounced his retirement decision very shortly after he publicly made the announcement. She told reporters that his focus is on his career, mine is mostly on the kids. Sounds like all wasn't peachy in paradise, and things only got worse from there. The couple announced their divorce shortly after Brady's decision. And that still didn't stop the 45-year-old from continuing to prioritize his career. I guess you don't even need to respect your wife's wishes when you are the great Tom Brady. There you have it, the most disrespectful moment in Tom Brady's career. Or maybe he'll come out of retirement just to humiliate more of his opponents. Who knows? Does this change the way you perceive the superstar, or do you think his attitude is what led to his greatness? Let us know your thoughts in the comments and click on the other videos on your screen to watch more NFL-related content. Thanks for watching.